Welcome back to No Sticks, No Bricks. This week we are in Zion National Park. All right, y'all. We are finally at the park that we've been talking about going to for like 4 years now, since we've been on the road, I think. Finally made it.
Finally made it.
And we're here for 2 weeks.
Yes.
So, by the time this video comes out, which will probably be Friday or Saturday, we still have another week here. So what we want y'all to do is put down in the comments what to do here in Zion. This is a whole new park for us. Here's what we're doing so far. We're doing the Angel's Landing hike. Well, I'm gonna do the permitted part. She's gonna hike with me probably up to that point. We're also gonna do the Narrows, and we're thinking about doing maybe an e-bike ride through the park. That's pretty much all that we have planned right now. So,
because it's packed. This
it
park,
is
I mean,
packed.
we already were told like some of the roads are closed for traffic, so you got to take a shuttle.
Yeah.
So like the scenic drive that we want to do, we have to take on the shuttle, which is fine, because then we can still get on and off. So, but we'll probably do that another day, because we kind of thought we'd be able just to do all that today on our own.
Yeah.
And so we're not prepared.
Yeah, today is just kind of like explore the park, figure out what we're gonna do for the next 2 weeks day.
And not only in the park, but like in the town of Springdale, there's like a ton of shops with a nice bike trail. So we'll probably do that one day, like ride our bikes in the town. And
probably go to St. George, do some shopping, that kind of stuff.
Definitely gonna go to St. George, and they have some stuff out there in St. George as well. So just let us know. Yeah.
Today though, we're driving the road that goes out to the east entrance of the park. This road you can actually still drive on, and it goes through the tunnels and stuff, so we'll be going through that here in a minute. And then, I don't know, we might have to go back and get some pool time at the park that we're staying at. We can't wait to show you the RV park we're staying at. It is brand new, it is amazing. They're still building it right now, and it will definitely be a luxury RV park when they're done with it.
Which means it's gonna cost some money.
Cha-ching! But before we get into the entire Zion experience that we're gonna bring to you this week, we gotta finish up one last thing we did when we were in Salt Lake City, and that is an epic hike that we went on with our new friends that we just met, Kevin and Lareka from Retired Road Tripping. It was pretty amazing, and then there is a huge surprise at the end of this hike, so enjoy. All right, we're doing a hike with some new friends that we've been trying to meet up with for I don't even know how many months, forever and a day, and we just haven't been able to make it work until now. Kevin and Lareka, right? Lareka, I got it right. I knew I was going to screw that up. From the Retired Road Trippers, Retired Road Tripping.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
Can't take me anywhere. Retired Road Tripping. Anyway, they're staying in Utah too, with right down the road from the base. Really, like what, 5 minutes away from us?
Oh yeah.
So we finally got together. We're gonna break this new relationship incorrectly by doing a hike that's 1,100 foot elevation gain.
Let's do it.
So the chances are they probably won't want to hang out with us again after today, but you never know.
We're good. No, we're good.
Yeah, we are good.
All right, let's do it. All right, so this is called the Waterfall Canyon Trail. We're gonna film each other while we're talking. I think it's a little over 2 miles. And like I said, 1,100 foot elevation gain. But there's a waterfall at the end of this trail. We'll see how good it's flowing today.
That makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a waterfall at the end, it makes it so worth the hike.
It's like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow.
Oh, you bet.
Almost there, guys. Wow, it's pretty cool. It's not flowing a lot, but I bet you in the springtime it really flows. However, you probably can't even hike up here in the spring. I don't know. If you've hiked up here in the spring, let us know down in the comments, but I assume this is all gonna be full of water. All right, we just got done eating some lunch, packed a peanut butter sandwich. What a shocker, huh? Waterfall. Let's go up closer to this waterfall and see how cold this water is. Wow, look at this. Woo! Yeah, it's cold. Look at this. This kind of reminds me of that giant wall on the going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. Have you ever seen that? Kind of similar to that, except this is just absolutely amazing, these views. I mean, look at this 360-degree view. You got the waterfall, of course. It's like a big bowl right here. And then you got Ogden, Riverdale area down there. Big old cliffs. The water's just running down the rocks. Really beautiful. Wow. Now the fun part, back down. This is probably gonna be worse, but look at this view. Beautiful. I can tell you one thing, we've been in the park for all of like 30 minutes already, and I am thoroughly impressed. It has exceeded expectations so far. Yes, and we haven't even done anything yet. Nope. All right, we're gonna switch because I can't drive and film at the same time. So Jen's gonna drive, we're gonna switch it up. All right, we made it to the tunnel, and it looks like it might be like a one vehicle at a time type thing. We're in line, so it should be pretty cool. All right, so here's some information on this tunnel. It was built in the 1920s, so it was prior to like all the RVs and oversized vehicles and stuff like that. So it says that all oversized vehicles have to pay $15 per vehicle to go through this tunnel, and it's a one-way traffic controlled tunnel for the larger vehicles. So I'm assuming that's why we're waiting in line right now, is there's some larger vehicles coming this way because the east entrance is on the other side of this tunnel. It's only like a mile long, the tunnel, so it shouldn't be too bad. So the rangers actually stop traffic so you can drive down the middle of the road. And here's the particulars for the oversized vehicles. So if you're thinking about taking maybe your small class A or C or B or whatever, here's what you need to know. Vehicles 11 foot 4 inches and taller and up to 13 foot and 1 inch tall are permitted to drive through the tunnel by paying that 15 bucks. Vehicles 7 foot 10 inches wider, this includes mirrors, awnings, and jacks, are also permitted, but you got to pay the $15. Anything bigger than that, you're not going through the tunnel. So no vehicles over 13 foot 1 inch tall, no semi trucks, commercial vehicles, no vehicles over 50,000 pounds, no hazardous materials obviously, no bicyclists or pedestrians are allowed to go through this tunnel. So that's another key point if you're thinking about riding your e-bike or a bike through this on this road. I don't even think it's allowed on this road at all. When we pulled onto this road, there was a sign that said no bikes. Cyclists and pedestrians cannot get a ride at the tunnel. Hitchhiking is only permitted at pullouts. There's your tidbit of information for Zion National Park. Someone just rode past us on a bicycle, so interesting. Either they didn't read the signs, I think he's about to get told to turn around. Looks like the park ranger is getting ready to talk to him. And here comes the guy on the bicyclist getting turned around. Hey, we see a Class A towing a Jeep. Just a small little Class A, so again, yeah, nothing too big. Holy cow, it's dark in here. I don't even know if you can see me right now. because they're like super bright now.
Yeah.
Guess I can put my sunglasses back on. Well, we found a bighorn sheep right in the middle of the road. Look at that. This reminds me of last week's video with the bison. They just wouldn't get out of the road. Alright, we're now at Checkerboard Mesa viewpoint, and I can see why they call it a checkerboard, because look at this thing. It's like all the lines, and that's just all natural. That's what's crazy. Alright, well, that is the end of this road, that last viewpoint that we just went to, and then as soon as you go past it, you got the gate here for the east entrance. So we're gonna turn around and go back the other way and do that drive from the other side, because you know, when you're doing drives like that, it always looks different when you hit it from the other side. So we're gonna do that. It's 11 miles long. Alright, well that was a absolutely beautiful drive. Yes. And now we got a game plan. We got to figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow, the next day. We already got plans for Thursday, obviously, with the Angels Landing hike, but yeah. Well, day 2 here at Zion National Park, and let me tell you something about this park at this time of year. End of September, beginning of October. It is impossible to find a parking spot in the park. It's ridiculous. So we are now downtown. Jennifer is paying for parking. We found a spot clear outside of the park that we got to jump on a shuttle bus to get into the park. It is a pain because it is so crowded.
And it's $27.50.
$27.50
and only till 4 p.m.
We get 4 hours. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're at Disney World.
Oh yeah. Every shuttle is packed.
Oh yeah. Well, we are in the visitor center and check out the deer. A little buck. Hey buddy. All right, we're at the last stop, stop 9 down here by the Narrows. We're gonna scope it out today because I think we're gonna do it tomorrow. So we've learned a few things, especially today. I think we've learned that the one best way to get around this particular national park is with an e-bike, because you can actually e-bike all the way down to here, all this whole road here. You just gotta pull over for the buses and stuff, the shuttles, but there's a ton of bikes, and it's probably the best way to get down here. You can park outside of town and then just e-bike in from the visitor center inside the park all the way down to the Narrows and back is about 16 miles, so pretty easy on the e-bikes. Look at that tail. Well, you're not scared at all, are you? Well, I'm glad we scoped this out because I think we came up with an idea. So the point where you actually park your bikes or get off the shuttle, it's quite a little bit of a hike back to where you actually enter the water. So we're thinking when we get out of the water, we're not going to walk all the way back in wet shoes. So I think what we're going to do is just clip our sandals to our backpacks.
Yep.
And that way, as soon as we get out of the water, we'll put those on so we at least have some dry feet on the way back.
Yes.
Throw some clothes in the e-bikes, and we can change when we get back to the bikes.
Definitely. Continue going?
Yeah. We packed peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat before we get all the way down the Narrows. We're not even there yet, but you can see where it's narrowing up, so we gotta be getting close. Are you trying to steal our lunch? Hmm? Wanna say hi? Look at that. This little guy's trying to steal our lunch. Don't you bite me. Hey. Our lunchtime views did not suck again.
No, definitely not.
You're getting close.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow, this is a ways back here. We're still going. We're gonna start a workout on the way back, see how far it is. But it's gotta be what, like a half a mile at least?
I mean, you can still see people
yeah.
down there.
I don't know. Gotta be getting close. All right, we finally made it to the end. Look at this. I think Jen wants to go see how cold the water is. All right, you gonna test the water, see how cold it is?
No, I'll just wait till tomorrow and get in.
Oh, we gotta at least see. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, it's super warm. All right, guys, so here it is, beginning of the Narrows. Well, tomorrow we're gonna go way back in there. This has been a bucket list item for a long, long time. Glad we scoped it out though. All right, y'all, so it is about exactly 1 mile from where they drop you off at the bus back to the Narrows where you get in the water, so just be aware of that. It's just a nice little walking path, so it's not strenuous or anything like that, but just it will be a mile out and a mile back after you do the Narrows. All right, today's the day, guys, for one of the awesome days anyway. We're doing the Narrows today. Are you ready for the Narrows?
I am.
Jen's paying for parking because, like we talked about yesterday, we parked outside the park and brought the e-bikes in. So now just got done unloading them, and it's only 2.9 miles from this parking area into the park. They got an actual separate entrance for e-bikes and pedestrians to enter, so you're not caught up with all the traffic and stuff, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know what this parking spot is called. It says Zone B. This is what it looks like. As you can see, we're the only ones here right now because it's not even 9 a.m. yet. So we probably could have parked in the park today and unloaded the bikes, but we don't want to deal with it. And trying to go get down there, and once we figure out we can't park, and we got to come back all the way out, and it's just a big pain. So it's just easier just to jump on the bikes and go. So.
And this parking is $10 cheaper.
Yeah, 20 bucks for all day. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
The further out you get from.
Yeah. I mean, in 2.9 miles on e-bikes, we'll be there in like 4 seconds.
Yep. Because we paid $30 yesterday for 4 hours.
Yeah. All right, let's get her. All right, we're probably, what, maybe halfway back? Let me turn this off. Halfway back to the Narrows right now, and we picked a good time. Early in the morning, it is not crowded at all, but it's a little chilly. Jen's got her long sleeves on. Of course, I wasn't smart enough to put mine on. It's in my backpack, so it's not too bad actually, because it's a little bit of a workout, you know, getting here. You got up and down and stuff, but look at the scenery. How beautiful is this? They got some construction going on right now, so we're just waiting for the light here. All right, so one important note: if you do ride your bikes on this road during shuttle season, you have to stop and get over for the shuttle buses. So make sure you got mirrors on your bike so you can see shuttle buses coming behind you. If they're coming from the opposite direction, you don't have to stop. But if they're coming in behind you, you are required to stop and pull over, because they are not allowed to pass you if you're moving. Even if you're moving like 1 mile an hour, they're not allowed to pass you. It happened yesterday on our way back on the shuttle. Some lady was riding her e-bike oblivious, and we just sat there and followed her in the bus, and apparently they're not allowed to honk or anything because they didn't. So it was like, I don't know, half a mile, and she had no idea. She had earbuds in, no clue that the bus was behind her, and we were doing like 2 miles an hour. So make sure you get over. All right, got the bikes all secured, and we got a mile hike back to the Narrows, and man, it's just so beautiful. Can't even describe it. I probably got like 70 gig of video already. We made it, guys. Here we go. Got one walking stick each. We chose to just wear our own shoes instead of renting like their water shoes or whatever. No waders. We're from Alaska. We don't need waders. It's probably gonna be super cold.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Here we go.
Oh man.
Is it cold?
It hasn't gotten past my shoes yet. Once it does, I'll tell you.
It's not too bad.
You don't feel it, right?
Look at that, though. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm already getting used to the water. It doesn't even feel that cold anymore. Getting a little bit deeper now. Water doesn't feel too bad though. Getting used to it pretty easy. This is awesome. All right, we made it to where the river splits. Some people call it Wall Street. We've heard other people call it Floating Rock. I don't know. The only Wall Street that I'm really familiar with is the hike that's in Bryce Canyon. Didn't know they called this Wall Street or whatever it is. But pretty spectacular. But this is our turning around point, I think. Hope you enjoyed this video this week, guys. I think this is probably going to be a 2 to 3 part series because I got so much footage to go through. So we'll just call this the end of this video. And until next week, safe travels.